The magic you will see tonight is performed without camera tricks or video effects. You will see at home exactly what you would see if you were here with our live audience. Later, you will be asked to touch your television screen and take part in an illusion with David Copperfield. Follow his instructions and you'll experience the magic right in your own home. The presence of ghosts and spirits have been documented for centuries. In 1931, the Barclay House mysteriously burned to the ground. All of its occupants perished in the fire, but some say they live on.
Do you believe in ghosts? If you don't, before the night's over, we might change your mind. I'm David Copperfield, and welcome to a night of magic. Critics say I can't get through a show without a pretty lady, a lot of smoke, and wind blowing my hair. Well, tonight, I'm going to prove to you that they're right. I put together an illusion with a pretty lady, a lot of smoke, and a fan. And I call the illusion the fan.
magic of David Copperfield is brought to you by the Clorox Company, with a tradition of providing quality household products to American families.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I need a girl. Young. Beautiful. Single. And rich. Right here, come on. Everybody, I love this part. Hello. Come on. What's your name?
Courtney.
Sorry?
Courtney.
Courtney. Right this way, Courtney. How you doing? And a big round of applause for Courtney. Come on. Have a seat right here, Courtney. I'm going to show you something really cool. It's called the vanishing egg. The vanishing egg. The vanishing egg. Plan B. The vanishing egg. Plan C. This will amaze you. This will fool you. It won't amaze anybody else, but it will amaze you. Because the easiest person to amaze is the intelligent person. So if you're amazed, you're intelligent. Watch. The vanishing in slow motion. Watch. The vanishing with 2 eggs. Yes, 2. Watch. 2 over easy. Here we go. Thank you. We got a long way to go. Let's cut to the big finish. The vanishing chicken. This is Elvis. Shake. Shake again. You ever shake hands with a chicken before? You still haven't. That was his foot. Ooh, air conditioning. Put this on your lap. He's full. See? He's Jewish. The vanishing chicken. 1. 2. Wait a minute. Change of plans. You and I are gonna do this together, okay? Take this hand, put it here. Take this hand, hold on to this corner right here. Hold on to the corner. We're gonna lift up the cloth really slowly. You ready? Lift up the cloth really slowly. The cloth goes up into the air. It goes over the chicken, over that chicken, just like that. That's good, that's good. Yes. Elvis has left the building. I need a bunch of people from the audience. If you'd like to help, raise your hand. All right. Let's see here. Want to come? Fine, perfect. Yes, sir? Yes, you? Yes, you? Right away, please. One out. Excellent. And give them all a big round of applause. You see, I've been traveling around the world collecting artifacts, items that people say are haunted. They say if you concentrate hard enough, you can awaken the spirits inside these objects and cause the objects to move without explanation. And I brought one of those objects with me tonight. It's that table over there, folks. Pick up the table and bring it down here, please. Check it out. Right here. Put it down and examine it. Really examine it thoroughly. Get down there. Really check out every bit of it. Make sure there's nothing weird about it. Can I ask you what you're looking for? All right. Excellent. You stand there. Why don't you move over here? Why don't you change places? Exactly. Come a little closer this way. And everybody, get down on one knee. And if any of you have problems with your knees, let me know. And if any of you have a trick knee, let me know, and it'll give you a spot in the show. Take your fingertips and touch the table. Fingers on the table, yes. Right on top of that table. Don't press down, just keep your fingertips lightly in contact with that table. Keep your eyes right here at the center. Right here at the center of the table. Don't press down. Exactly. We're going to try to concentrate and awaken the spirits inside this table and cause it to rise up into our fingertips. But it's important you follow my instructions exactly. And move very slowly. Everybody stand up all together. Really slowly stand up. Everybody back down, please. Get back down. I'm going to ask you to come with me and change with this young lady over here. Yes? I want to give everybody a chance. Step right in there. Fingertips on the table. Exactly. I want you to concentrate right here. And very slowly. Stand up in slow motion. Feel it rise. Feel that table rise. Slower, slower. Feel it rise, and it will rise. Yes. Table down. Table down. Everybody down. I'm going to ask this gentleman to change, please. Would you mind changing with him? Step right in there. Fingertips on the table. Eyes right here. Focus at the same place at the same time. And stand up all together, really slowly. Stand up, feel it rise, and it will rise. I'm going to try to remove the tablecloth without having the table fall. Stay where you are. Now, I don't want you to think your fingertips are stuck to the table, so everybody wiggle your fingers. Wiggle them, wiggle them. Wiggling, stop. I think we overdid the wiggling. Everybody down, please. Everybody down. We're going to give you something to concentrate on. We're going to make an X right here at the center of the table. Keep your eyes on that X. Concentrate right on that X and stand up all together really slowly. Feel it rise. Stand up, slow. Feel it rise. That will rise. Yes, you can. Very, very good. Stay where you are. Everybody keep your bodies away from the table so nothing is touching the table except your fingertips. Exactly. And listen carefully. Everyone lift up your left hand. Put it back. Lift up your right hand. Put it back. Listen carefully now. Lift up both hands. Put them back, catch it, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. That's very good. Now, this table will do whatever we tell it to do. Table, come this way. Come on, table, move this way. Come on, if you feel it, move with it. Back this way. Come on, table. Move this way. It's a good thing the table speaks English. And stop. The table loves music, and I brought a little Alfred Hitchcock music, some Bernard Herrmann, because the table loves it so much. It'll begin to dance back and forth. Come on, table. Back and forth. Yes. And it'll begin to turn to the right. Come on, table. Turn to the right. And reverse. To the left. Faster! 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 Table drop! Give them all a big round of applause.
to touch your television screen and experience the magic right in your own home. Can the dead return? Without camera tricks or video effects, watch as we unlock the mystery of the Barclay House on The Magic of David Copperfield.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Check this out. Ouch. That is a big blade. You see, a lot of people in my business cut people in half like this. Well, I've invented a brand new way to cut somebody in half. It's a little bit dangerous. It's a little bit romantic. It's a little bit country. And it's a little bit rock and roll. I call it the blade. I'm going to show you a home movie. That's me. And that's my grandfather. He's the first person to ever teach me magic. I was about 10 years old, and he taught me a card trick with 4 aces. And the aces would appear and disappear. It was really cool. And since I was 10 years old, it took me many months to master it. After I did, I showed it to everybody, and I decided to make magic my life. Everybody thought I was crazy, except my grandfather, who always gave me encouragement. And I promised him if I ever had any success that I would do his card trick in my show. Well, my grandfather passed away before I ever did a big show. But Grandpa, if you're listening, tonight I'm going to keep my promise.
The Barclay House mysteriously burned to the ground. All of its inhabitants perished in the fire, or did they? David Copperfield confronts the spirits of Barclay House. And stand by to touch your television and make the magic happen right at your fingertips.
Right now, we're going to show you something you won't believe. It's your turn to get into the act. The only thing I ask you is to come up to the television, close enough to touch the screen. It's important that you can touch the screen because you're going to feel and experience something totally amazing. In a moment, you're going to place your finger here on the 12 and move around the face of the clock at random from number to number, completely free choice. Even though you're at home and I'm here, I'll know exactly where your finger is. I want you to clear your thoughts and think of any number from 1 to 12. It's your choice. Now, I have no idea what number you're thinking of. In a moment, you're going to spell your secret number, letter by letter, moving your finger clockwise around the numbers. For example, if your secret number was 6, you'd begin with your finger on the 12 and spell clockwise around the numbers, moving one position for each letter. S, I, X, keeping your finger there. This will bring you to a new number. If your secret number was 12, you'd spell T, W, E, L, V, V-E. Now place your finger on the 12 and spell your secret number. Do it now. Great. Look at the number that's underneath your finger now. Spell the number that's now under your finger, using one position for each letter of the number, stopping on the last letter. If you need to, just keep going around the clock. Your finger is now on a new number. Spell the new number under your finger. One position for each letter now, remembering to stop at the last letter, and keep your finger there. Now, I know you're not on the number 2, so I'll take it away. And I can tell you're not on the number 4 or the 8. And I'm sure you're not on the 12. Okay, one last time. Spell the final number under your finger. One position for each letter, skipping the empty spaces, and stop for the final time. I know you're not on the number 3, and you're not on the 10. And I know that you're not on the 5. I want to remind you I had no idea what number you thought of, or how many letters each number had, or the amount of moves you made. So there's no possible way I could know what number your finger is on. But even though you're at home and I'm here, I'm going to find where your finger is touching. Keep your finger still and watch. You're on the 6.
Next, David Copperfield challenges the restless spirits that inhabit this room. Without camera tricks or video effects, we confront the dark forces of Barclay House.
I need some people from the audience to verify what we're about to do. 2 guys and a girl. One of the guys needs to be wearing a jacket that I can borrow, and the girl needs to be wearing clothes. We're going to show you an old newsreel. Back in 1927, the old Barclay House was sold at auction to a stranger, a lady from out of state. Soon the whole town realized the house became home to a number of working girls who were entertaining gentlemen callers in the evening. Barclay House became the local scandal, and none of the townsfolk ever spoke of it, except to curse it. As if their dreams came true, a storm swept through the state, and lightning struck the Barclay House. And the house and all the ladies of the night perished in the fire. All that was left was one piece of the structure, the upper room that somehow escaped the destruction. Well, I was able to get the remains of that room and reconstruct it here on stage with us tonight, just so we could see if anything else survived. We took the actual wood from the Barclay House and built a room that could be opened and closed for examination. And that's just what we're about to do. Our folks from the audience, step right over here. What's your name? I'm sorry? Danielle. Danielle, come with me. I want you to examine the inside. In New York, this would be a 1-bedroom. Right this way. I want you to check out the inside. Make sure nothing tricky about it. Just a bunch of walls that open and close and nothing more, okay? Our gentlemen, step over here. This gentleman, would you mind standing over here? And the other gentleman, can I borrow your jacket, please? If you could examine these ropes, and if there's anything in this jacket you'd like to keep, now's the time to take it out. You see, there are no material objects in the spirit world, so we have to provide the spirits with objects so they can show their presence. The jacket, these newspapers, a bell, some personal items, some very personal items. All these things get placed inside our empty room. Are the ropes okay? Excellent. Good, I want you to hold on to these 2, and you take these 2, and you're gonna tie them around my wrists. The ends go around my wrists, very tight, with a double knot. Very, very good. Yes, yes, yes. You take this, and you take this, and cross behind me, please. And tie them in a double knot, very tight in my back. Yes, that's tight. Tonight I'm gonna be the medium, the go-between between the spirit world and our world. So if anything should take place inside our room, I want you to be sure it's the spirits and not me using any trickery. It's important that I can't move. The ropes go around my neck, and I want you to tie them very tight around my neck in a double knot, not quite as tight as you tie it around my wrists. This is the Madonna starter kit. You examine the room. Is it free of any trickery? Fine. Why don't you stand over there? And gentlemen, join me inside the room. I want you to step up here. They're going to hand you some ropes. Take those ropes and tie my ankles to the bottom of the chair. The ropes go around my ankles and the chair with a double knot at the bottom. As quickly as you can, 2 knots. And after you've done that, check the knots in my back and my neck. Make sure they're still secure. And once you're satisfied, stand outside the room so you can see around the sides and behind, making it impossible for anyone to enter or leave the room. Now, no self-respecting spirit would show themselves in the light, so we're going to create a little darkness with this curtain and see if we can make the spirits manifest themselves inside the room. Our next demonstration, we're going to use the gentleman's jacket and show you something you will not believe. Spirits, spirits, take the coat. Gentlemen, step inside. Check that my arms are actually through the sleeves. Ropes tied tightly at the wrists, the ropes extending out the back, tied in a double knot. Thank you very much. Ladies, it's time. Spirits, spirits, move the coat. Now's the time we invite someone to join me inside the room. What's your name? Jonathan. Over here, Jonathan. Have a seat. We don't want you to be scared, so we're going to blindfold you. Take your left hand and put it on my shoulder. And your right hand on my arm. That's not my arm. Maybe I should be the one that's scared. Once again, we'll try to make the spirits manifest themselves inside the room. What happened to your pants? What happened to your shoes? Nice pumps, John. Give Jonathan a big round of applause. Cut me loose! Everybody, step down here. Check the ropes on my back. Make sure they're nice and tight. Make sure the knots are still firmly in place. And then cut me free, please. Take those scissors and cut those ropes right through, please. And gentlemen, I need you to check the knots around my wrists. You're enjoying this too much. That's good. Everybody give our gentleman a big round of applause. I need you to stand over there, and both of you to step over there. Make sure nothing enters or leaves that room. Our next experiment is very strange. We found that if you close the doors to the empty room and listen carefully, you can hear sounds from inside. Very strange sounds. It's as if the ladies of the house aren't aware that they're dead. Their spirits have been trapped inside all these years, and now they're crying to be free. Let me show you what I mean. Shall we? Everyone be still. I need all of you to come down here, please. Step down here, exactly. Because now's the time I invite all of you to join me inside the room. You look really thrilled about this whole thing. This is for you. Step right inside. This is a blindfold for you. Step inside. And this is a parting gift for you. Step right inside. Once you're inside, put on your blindfolds, please, because we're going to add one more element. These curtains were taken from the house before the fire. They're an item the spirits are familiar with, and we're going to use them to enclose ourselves inside the room. Hold up your hands. We're going to hand you the curtains. Very good. We're going to lift the curtains and try to arouse the spirits. Lift the curtains.
Still to come, David's final illusion.
You've been terrific. I got one last thing I'd like to show you. I hope you like it. I hope it works. It's kind of cool. That's it. Maybe this side of the audience will like it better. Thank you. You see, I never saw snow when I was a kid. I mean, I saw it on TV and in the movies, but I never saw snow for myself when I was a little kid. I grew up in New Jersey, but every winter my parents and I would drive to Florida to visit my aunts, so I never got a chance to really experience winter or snow for myself when I was growing up. When I was about 8 years old, I begged my mom and dad to stay in New Jersey for the winter, just so I could see snow for the first time. And they agreed. And that was the year there was no snow. Every day I'd pray for it to snow. No snow. I'd sit outside waiting for it to snow. It got closer and closer to Christmas. Still no snow. And on Christmas Eve, I was up on my windowsill in my room, praying for it to snow, and I fell asleep at the window. And my father came and carried me to bed. And a few hours later, in the middle of the night, there was a knock on my bedroom door. It was my mother. She said, "David, wake up." And I woke up. She said, "David, look out the window." And I looked out the window, and it was snowing. And I couldn't believe it. Well, I ran outside, and I laughed, and I cried as the snow hit my face and my hands. I was the first magic I ever saw. And when spring came and the snow stopped, I'd cut up little pieces of paper and throw them in the air to try to recreate the feeling I felt when I saw snow for the first time. There was paper all over my house. But it was my way of keeping the magic alive all year long. Even today, I realize how important it is to keep that sense of wonder. That childlike hope. Knowing if you believe and you want it enough, nothing's impossible.